Hello everyone, it is Pat with Empowering by Design with a weekend oracle card reading and message for today, which is the 18th of December 2011. I hope you're having a nice weekend. For today's reading, since I didn't get to one yesterday, I'm going to be calling on the elemental realms. And so of course we're going to hear from the fairies because, on the weekend we play with the fairies. And we're also going to be hearing from the Earth Magic Oracle card deck. And so let's see what these have to say to us today, what their message is for us. So we're calling on the earth energies and the things closest to the earth for that. And let's see what their message is to finish off our weekend and to head into a fresh new week. So, fairies, what do you wish us to know? Okay, well, one of the cards that came out today is Patience, Please. And what I get from this card, obviously, is to have patience with the process. Many of us out there right now are in the midst of holiday shopping, or maybe we're scrambling around at the last minute to finish it. That would be me. Anyway, the card is urging us to be patient with it, especially as we head out to all the crowded malls and stores and things like that. It's a reminder to have a little extra patience with people, with traffic, things in general. Okay, and even if you're not someone who celebrates like a Christmas type of holiday, maybe if you're involved with Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or something along those lines, it's still the holiday time of year, and we're all making preparations for the upcoming holidays. So it's a reminder for us to have just to be patient and not to get caught up in the frustration of getting all the details worked out, if you will. Because the fairy in this card, if you look at her, she's grown her wings, and there's like a translucent outline of them, so they haven't really solidified to completion yet. So it's also a reminder to be patient with the patient with the process and how it's unfolding for you, because it's important to really let those, like, she needs to let her wings solidify and really get strong and solid before she goes and tries to fly with them. So it's a reminder for us to do that. Just keep plugging along, be patient with how it's unfolding. And I also feel like this goes out to people who maybe, if you're waiting for something to come in through the mail that you ordered, waiting on some money, waiting to hear back from somebody about something, then, it's giving you the answer of, all right, just a little bit more patience and it'll be there. All right. And I know I know here in the United States we have a very fast-paced society in many areas, and for a lot of us, when we want something, we wanted it yesterday, or we needed it yesterday. So it's a reminder to those of us who are like that or experience that kind of energy to just a little bit more patience. Take a deep breath, whatever you have to do to just be a little bit more patient with it. Okay? So that's our message from the fairies. Patience, please. Because remember, the fairies are superior manifestors, and if you work with them, things are manifesting very quickly. But there are still some things that take time to, gel together, for the pieces to come together. So now from the Earth Magic Oracle card deck, I got a couple of different cards. The first one that came out was the Summer Solstice card with Radiance. And I feel like this has a couple messages to it. And one of them being it's urging us to really pay attention to the solar activity that's going on. Okay, and I know there's a lot of us out there who do watch. In fact, there's a YouTube channel called The Bar Caroler, and he gives sometimes a weekly or monthly report on solar activity and how it's affecting Earth changes. Okay, so I feel like this card is giving us a heads up to pay attention to that, because there are some, or maybe some, significant what they call coronal mass ejections, or CMEs, that are going to affect our day-to-day life, and because CMEs can affect our electronics, our internet, all these electronic things that we are dependent on. And they're also very much tied in with earthquakes, volcanoes, things of that nature. So it's calling our attention, you know, maybe make sure you have a little bit of a preparedness kit if you lose power or something along those lines. So I feel like it's calling our attention to that. Um, the sun's radiance is a wonderful thing. It you know, gives our plants life and all, it's crucial to all life on Earth. But the radiant solar flares have can really zap our electricities. So anyways, that's part of that message in this card. But I also feel like it's about allowing your own radiance to shine. You know, it is the holiday season, and you know, it's time to get into, if you've been feeling a little rushed and frazzled, like, and you know, life is moving along very fast these days, which is why the fairies came in with the patience, please. And you know, sometimes it seems like it's moving along faster than what we can expect, and it can be a little bit frustrating to deal with sometimes. It's like, whoa, okay, but it's, you know, allowing our radiance to shine, our own inner radiance, the light that is within us, okay? And if you are involved in some kind of artistic endeavor, whether it be book writing, putting together a song or a musical piece, and or whatever it is, you know, it's about being okay with allowing yourself to shine and trusting that the radiance you have, that you emit when you're involved in something that is true for you, or that is really, I don't want to say what you should be doing in the world in that sense, but that's true to your heart. When it holds integrity for you, and you know, it really makes you shine, and it brings your radiance to other people, okay, when you're walking your truth, walking your path. And so it's about trusting the fact that when you are yourself and when you are true to yourself, you know, your radiance shines onto others. You know, your joy, your happiness with doing what you love to do brings a radiance to other people. And trust that's how, it's your time to shine, is another way of looking at it. It's time to step into your radiance. Okay. And the other card that came out along with it is the completion card. And I sort of feel like this is the culmination of the patience, please. Because in the process of whatever project it is, if you're working on, if you have an artistic project, because we had the artist card the other day. And if you are working on an artistic project as an artist, and it's one that, you know, you stepping into allowing yourself to shine, the fairies are saying, you know, have a little patience, allow that to unfold. It's not quite complete yet, but it's on its way. But this is the outcome card, and this is the full moon coming up here. Now, both of these cards are about shining your light. You know, both the radiance card and the full, beautiful light of the full moon. And the full moon is about something coming to completion. The fairies are telling you just need to have a little bit more patience with it, but it is coming to completion. Okay? But the other message with this card about completion is really to, like, you know, once you've accomplished a lot, give yourself that relaxation time to enjoy it before you move on to the next thing. You know, it's like enjoying the exhalation and the whole deep relaxing breath when you and just relax for a minute in that exhalation before you move on to the next thing. Okay? It's a message to look on your accomplishments and, like, okay, I got a lot done today. The day got balanced out, what have you. So if there's a bunch of stuff that you've been wanting to get done, and the fairies are urging you to have a little patience with it, it will get completed. That's what this card says. You know, maybe by the time the weekend's over, or by Monday, you'll have gotten a lot more done than what you thought you were going to get done. So trust in the fact that it's also a message that for some of us, there's a ending of a cycle coming about. And we all have our cycles that we go through. Some of us go through daily cycles. daily energy cycles, I want to say. And some of us go through seasonal ones, but it indicates or even karmic cycles. And it indicates the completion of a cycle for you in some way. So, and you'll have to, tune into yourself individually to see what that is for you, okay? But it's that cycle that's coming to an end, and to rest after it's done, before you move on to the next thing. This card always reminds me to take a moment and get out of that space where if you finish something, don't immediately go on to, okay, what's next? What's next? What's the next thing? Which I know personally I have a tendency to do. Okay, that's great. That's done. What's next? But it's reminding you to just stop and take in a moment and acknowledge the completion of what's just taken place, and take a little time to rest before you move on to the next thing. All right, so those are our messages for today. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate all of you who have joined the channel, and all the people who've written me such lovely comments, not just in the comment box below, but on my profile page and all the inbox messages. Thank you so much. I really appreciate hearing back from you about how these video readings have benefited you. And I'm glad that you appreciate what all of us readers are doing here on YouTube. So it's so nice to hear that. And thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you just as much. So have a great weekend, everybody. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care.